Homestead, homestead, home instead. A lot of interesting things around here, so you just gotta just keep your eyes open. Like that. Do something nice for someone because it will make you feel good. I like that. Do something nice for someone because it will make you feel good. We should all exercise that kind of behavior and mentality. Take a quick. One time I was recording the traffic coming down the street, and every car that came down the street slowed down just because they were being recorded. They look like they got some kind of roof patio on top of there. 1 hour parking limit. They got a master box right on the side of the building. Pretty cool. These guys been working on the roof all day. I'm not too sure what they're doing up there, but they're probably doing the roof over because they've been up there for quite a while. Police, before I started recording, I was doing a little. He likes the speed. He's got the car for speed, so you know he's gonna be speeding. This guy's doing a great job. He's gonna pull the bag up. He's definitely doing roofing for sure. Easy way of getting to the roof without lifting it. It makes it easier than going up and down the ladder. What's going on, my man? Residential. Might as well give these guys a plug too. Residential, commercial. If you need some roofing done, rubber, slate, or asphalt, waterproofing, restoration. Give these guys a call. You know, some advertisement. You got to give people plugs where plugs are deserved. Because some people don't know about the resources that are out there in the city. So you show it to them, then at least they have options. They can pick and choose what they want. This looks like a. I'm not too sure what this is. I want to say auto insurance, but it's not. It's not an auto insurance. Or maybe it is. Oh, it is an insurance agency. There we go. It helps to look at everything. Like when you're on ground level, you don't look above that high, but it is an insurance company above. That's why it helps to look at everything. Sometimes I'm a bad person of not looking at everything myself. I just look at a few details and then find out later on I was in error. So this is another liquor store. How do you know this was a liquor store at all? Central Liquors. You even got a bigger sign higher up that you could only see from a distance. There's no way you're going to see it unless you're walking with your head up in the air. And they got a nice little, looks like a little small cafe. That's not bad. It is a cafe. Coffee Break Cafe. Let me check them out. It smells good anyway. Nothing like the smell of brewed coffee, freshly brewed coffee. The barber shop sign up there. So that symbolizes more likely there's a barber shop over there. Or some kind of, well, that always symbolizes barber shop. I don't know if it has any other symbol to it. And it is. It's a barber shop. Alright guys, I pretty much walked this whole little area here. And I don't know the exact name of this little square. I'm pretty sure it has a name to it. That's that brook that we started off watching from the beginning. And Brook Hill Road. Brook Hill Road. See what else we can see in the city. I'm not sure they call this a city or a town. It's probably a town. But then again, it could be a city. I think you have to be so big to be a city. I want to call this a town because a town is kind of small. I'll find that out too if it's a town. Because you don't want to call it a town if it's a city. You don't want to call it a city if it's a town. Like Boston is definitely a city because of the size of it. Milton could be a town because it's not as big, but then again, I don't know how big you have to be considered a city. If you walk up this way further enough, you'll be walking towards Boston, like towards the, well, it depends which way you go. If you go to the right, you're going towards Canton. If you go towards the left, you're going towards what do you call it? Well, you know what? Let's take a walk up here and see what we see. It can't hurt. Always can't hurt. Always got to explore something and see what's going on. I don't know, but let's see. Nice little nice flowers they got up there. Not too sure who keeps up their flowers. Hey, boy. This is more going towards like partial residential area, so it's not so much of but we can walk up to that next that stack. That was the stack, the same stack that I was recording on the other side over there. So kind of like on the other parallel side of the trolley. I call it the trolley. Some people call it streetcars. Some people call it they're not considered cable cars. Cable cars are different. How's it going? At least they keep their grass well cut. That's a well cut grass. Well maintained, I should say. I'm gonna cross over because there's more to see on that side than this side. So I'm gonna do a quick crossover right about here. But you got a better view of what's up beneath you. Let that car keep going. So if you look at here, this is where I was down below earlier. A little footpath that I crossed over. If you guys can see it. trolley that just went through there. That building with the stack on it, I'm not too sure what that building is. But whenever I see a stack, I always think of some kind of factory. But then it could be anything. Could it be that it had an old incinerator back in the day and it's no longer functional? So these must be the guys that's keeping all the lawns clean over here.
I'll be right there.
I don't know if I can zoom in on that company, but it might be too far in my range to see what it says. Yeah, they seem like they're the ones that's keeping the grass all cleaned up and looking new. So that same footpath is up above as below. If you look down there, you see the same young lady that's walking the dog earlier. She's back down there in that path. I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe I can put her over there. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can pick that up. That's the same young lady that was walking the dog earlier. She's down there now, going back the same way she came. I'm on the upper, I guess you call it the upper level. Those trolleys run pretty frequently. Let's see what else we can see over here. U.S. Postal Service. That's High Street over there. This looks like a bank, and it is a bank. Bank of America. Somehow banks have that kind of distinguished look, you know what I mean? You even got the old vault alarm on the side of the building. I don't know if those things are even active anymore. And they make it all, everything's probably all high tech now. Maybe at one point it probably lit up and all that good stuff. You see the trolley going through the other way, all the way down there. Like I said, one day we'll ride the trolley. You see that brook that's passing through over there? You guys can see it passing through the buildings over there. You get the tracks over here. Let's take a quick walk down and get two banks right next to each other. You got a Citizens Bank across the street. Maybe you guys can catch that one. Citizens Bank there, and you got a Bank of America right there. Take a walk down to this little this intersection over here. See what we see over here. Sport and Spa, 1 Elliott Street. Mini loading dock right there. Like I said, well, this is Elliott Street right here. If you go this way, you're going towards Dorchester Ave, I believe. Yeah, that's going towards Dorchester Ave. So Dorchester Ave should be straight in front of us, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. How you doing? I'm not going to walk all the way through there because that'd be a lot of walking. And I do a lot of walking, but even their traffic signals are different from the ones that we have in Boston. Somebody must have pushed the button, or they must have pushed the button over there. Usually somebody pushes the button and all of that. Why is he beeping the horn for? Light is, or maybe he wants the cars to turn on the right. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, that's probably what. They probably wanted the car to turn on the right. But he was letting the person cross the street, so. What's going on, man? It's like a little expansion joint in the middle of the crosswalk there. Alright. Let these cars go first. I'm not in a rush to cross the street. There's always something to see in the city. And then again, I don't know if this is considered a city or a town. So, I have to check and find out. See, I'm not too sure how far Milton goes over. This might be considered Milton too, though. I think this is considered Milton as well. This is where you're watching for the cars that do the sharp turn on the right. Because then if you don't pay attention, they'll clip you while you're crossing the street. This is another one that stops over here. They blocked the stairs off. I wonder if they're ever going to reactivate those stairs. And I guess this is convenient for people. Stairs closed. Use alternate route. I don't know if they're going to reopen those stairs or not. It's kind of weird. I noticed in Milton they put their master boxes on the side of the buildings, which is different, but I guess it's good in a way. You have to put poles where you can get the poles knocked down. That's the second master box I've seen on the building. Which, you know, as long as it works. There's no right way or wrong way of doing it. As long as it's, the only thing I don't know if they have a red light on top. Let me see if they have a red light. And they do have a red light up there, so that's good. Yeah, they do have a red light. So, there's nothing wrong with that. There's personally nothing wrong with it. I guess if you live in this, I'm gonna find out if it's a city. I'm gonna say the wrong thing. This is the post office right here. I got a question. Is Milton considered a town or a city?
I believe it's a town.
It's a town? Okay. I was always curious to know if it's a city or a town.
Yeah.
So it's probably a town because the population is so low, right?
I don't know what makes it, but it doesn't have a mayor. It has like a board of selectmen government.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Cool.
But I don't know how how they decide what's a town and what's a city.
That's a good question. I don't know either. So I always ask questions. If I don't know, I ask questions. Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. Oh, I'm just doing a YouTube video for my external affairs. I have a YouTube channel called External Affairs Porter.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Doctor. Appreciate it. So he said it's definitely a town, and it's information. He said that they don't really have a mayor. They have like a board of selectmen, which is almost like Brookline. So I think Brookline should be considered a town too then, if that's the case. And I don't know what considers you a town. I thought it was population-wise, but I don't know if it's population or square footage. So that's interesting to know. It could be both, but I know that most of the places that are small in population and square footage, they usually call them towns. And if they're bigger, they call them cities. That'd be my, how you say, that'd be my my thing to study tonight when I get home. What's a town and what's a city? Now if you're using a launch, I think those are called kayaks. I'm not sure what you call those things. But if you're going to launch one of those, I guess this would be the place to launch it. There's another trolley coming. Let me see if I can get an image of it as it leaves the station over there. I'll tell you guys, you got to really walk through this whole neighborhood. There's so much to explore, especially over here. You can't do it all in one day. You got to do it in segments. You can go all the way down this way too if you want. I'm not going to walk down there today, but maybe one day I will. You go down that path down that way down there, all the way through there. That'll probably be my next thing that I do. If I got time today, I might take you guys over there. We'll see. We'll see how much time I have. Or how much time I allow myself to do what I want to do. Like I said, these trolleys run pretty frequently, which I didn't realize, but they run, I want to say like at least like every 10 to 15 minutes, maybe sooner than that. But whatever it is, it's soon enough that you can get to where you want to go in a timely manner. And there's all kind of foot trails throughout this area. I think there's another foot trail going that way. On the other side, another trolley. And they're not really going a far distance either, so you could put probably 2 cars on the whole rail and probably run the whole line a couple of times. Probably 3 cars to make it more effectively. I haven't looked at the car numbers to see how many different cars they have either. That's the other end of those stairs that I normally would have came down over there. I had just walked around the building to get to the lower level. Now, I could walk this footpath to go back. This is the footpath that the young lady with the dog was on over here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you go over here, that's that same footpath right there. And it goes a pretty good distance all the way down that way too. Lower Mills, Milton Village. So we're gonna call it the town of Milton. Outbound to Mattapan. Now this should be inbound to Ashmont. Yeah, it is over here. So it goes between Ashmont and Mattapan, which is a pretty good service. If you live along this little stretch here, it takes you right to your backyard. Or if you park your car in any of this neighborhood, it gives you easy access to get out of here. That's a little trick that not too many people know. If you're trying to get into the city, you can park your car out here and go into the city. And keep in mind that the transit system goes through a lot of different towns and cities. It mainly is covered in Boston because that's where all the connectors are. But throughout the rest of the area, you can go. You can go as far as, wow. Well, if you include the commuter rail, that can take you anywhere. We want to include the commuter rail. The regular subway take you all the way to like Cambridge, Braintree, Somerville, all those towns like that. And these are probably the same ones that you'll see in the Charles River. Let's take a quick walk up here. Follow the brick road. Well, we'll call it Red Brick Road. Now, I'm hoping that that's dead. That's a service line. Even got the I'm assuming that's dead. I don't think they'll leave a live cable hanging out like that, but then again, they probably could. Well, I could touch the two wires together and see if it sparks. But I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna assume that it's alive. They always say if you see wires, assume that they're alive, because the worst thing you want to do is assume that it's dead, and the next thing you know, you're zapped. But if they are alive, when it starts raining, we'll know about it. There'll be sparks and arcs everywhere. Might as well take a quick look over here too while we're over here. Now I know a lot of people haven't. Some probably have. Some probably haven't been into Milton. Go ahead. Oh, thanks. Some probably have been in Milton. Some probably haven't. But there's probably parts that if you have been in Milton, you haven't explored all the parts and areas.
Two-car MBA, no reported injuries. They're going to be raised by 15 entrance to the airfield.
You gotta, okay.
Okay, come on, please, Bridge.
Let's take a quick look over here, what we see. River Walk. Milton Landing River Walk. Now this is a perfect area if you want some me time. If you want some time to be left alone, nobody bothering you, this is the way you go. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, not too bad. Enjoying the view, huh? Whatever's there to see, anyway.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I like it. This is a good place to get some time for yourself. Not bad. Let's take a quick walk over here and see what we see. I figure I might as well do it all in the same video since I'm down here. No sense of coming back for a second time to do the same thing twice. I walk down there where the boats are too while I'm over here. Can't hurt. Oh, that's my cue to get where I need to go. Hello? I'm on the other side of the bridge. Yeah, I'll be over in a second. Alright. Alright. Let me head up out of here. I gotta head to another destination. So, Save that one for next time. Next time, guys, Nez Porter.